Hello and welcome to the Marine Channel, and today we're going to jump onto a Prestige, and it's the F5.7. It's the UK debut. We walked around the 4.9 last year, which is actually moored up next to it, so I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check that one out. And I say this is the 5.7 UK debut, big boat, lots to look at. It's just come back, I think, from Cannes, and yeah, it's a bit special. So we're going to go everywhere on this boat. So make sure you got a cup of tea or a coffee or a biscuit, and we'll show you everything there is to see. Price wise, let's start with prices. Prices start at £1.158 million plus VAT. As you all know, there's a host of things that you can add to configure it. I've been told that a good, what we call a med spec, is about 1.6 million plus VAT. This particular example, the owner has ticked every option box. So we've got things on here like Seakeeper, aircon, high-low platform, generator, hard top. So it comes in around the 2 million plus VAT. But as you know, these boats are very, very individual. So we're on the high-low platform now. I think this one will take about 350 kilos. So depending whether you're going for a rib or a jet or whatever, that might affect the length of it. And then yeah, let's make our way up here. Access on both sides there. And this is the new style of seating. For years we had kind of wraparound seating here, didn't we? So we sat there looking in to the boat. Now we've got this, I heard it described as Mediterranean seating, because effectively, even if you sat here, you know, this wonderful view out over the ocean, or indeed across the ocean if you're not next to the hospitality unit of the boat show. And that sort of glass kind of effect on the balustrade means beautiful uninterrupted views aft. So we've also got a helm station here, so IPS. It's got joystick control. We've also got bow and stern thruster, and we'll just move our way around here. And then we've got this sort of kitchen bar area there. We can see there's a glass panel up here that drops down, so this is open at the moment, but a very sociable area indeed. And then over here we've got a sink, which is very useful for washing our hands when we're bringing the lines in. And nice little details like this gate here. It's just on a really powerful magnet, so when you want to open it, nice and easy. So often that is a fiddle and a faff. This one has got a crew cabin, so it's a single crew cabin. Let's open that up. Oh. And we'll just poke our heads down there because it is full of the usual boat show stuff. It'll give you a good idea of the space down there. So a good single, obviously a loo, and then also our sink and bits and pieces there. So nice and private, easy access for your crew member if you have one, or it becomes the dumping ground for all the bits and pieces that haven't got a natural home elsewhere on the boat. There we go. And then engine access through the sole here. So let's go and take a little look at that. There you go. So through the magic of television, we're down in the engine room. So twin Volvo Penta D8 IPS 800s. So that's 600 horsepower each on IPS drives, which is why it's quite a compact space here. We've got shafts to worry about. Nice installation, very clean, very neat. All our daily checks we can see our generator there, and then below that the Seakeeper. So this will cruise at about 23 knots, top speed 27 knots, and a range of about 220 miles depending on load, weather, sea conditions, all that kind of stuff. But there you go. It is the one engine option, but perfectly suited, I've been told, to the needs of the boat. Very good. Okay, so engine's done. Let's go and have a look at the bow. Moving on the side decks here. As you'd anticipate on a boat this sort of size, Nice and wide, good handrails. And then we've got a nice lounging area. We can recline these, we can lay them flat. A couple of little sun pads here as well. I quite like this actually. This octagonal table, not seen that before. It's funny, isn't it, how little design details can sometimes work really, really well. All our anchor handling gear you can see as well. These sort of pop-up lights around the place. And then our view back up. All rather lovely, isn't it? Okay, let's work our way back down and then we'll have a little look inside. You can see here as well how the Flybridge sort of flares out, so it gives you a little bit of sort of protection here as we move down the side. We saw some of this this kind of styling on the 4.9 for the first time, and it's obviously carried on into this boat. This boat effectively replaces the 590. So 5.7 replaced the 590, and as we know, the 4.9 replaced the 520. So they're kind of changing to this different naming convention to signify what is quite substantial differences to the boats. Big glass door here into the aft kitchen layout. So a nice big sink. We've got our induction hob there, and then we've got our domestic size fridge and freezer above that. There we go. And then down here we've also got a dishwasher, good sized dishwasher. I like these handles, by the way. As you lift, as you pull, you sort of naturally lift and they come out. Nice, isn't it? All the storage obviously on this side here, and easy to serve stuff through into the main area there. We've got some switch gear controls here for aircon by the looks of bits and pieces, batteries, tanks, all that kind of good stuff. And then a little step up into the main saloon. And this boat's won some awards for interior design, like CY. Obviously things like, you know, colour, trim, wood, all that sort of stuff you can specify, you can play around with. But it's a very, very light, open space. It feels really, really nice to spend time in. Access out as well on the starboard side here with this sliding door. And when that's shut, that big glazed area to view out. And really clever lighting in the roof here. So all these sort of feature LEDs running around, breaking up the size of that roof. And it's this lovely kind of suede finish, which is really good for soundproofing as well. So it feels, apart from the music that's going on outside, it feels a very calm place to be. Pop-up television there, it's sort of partly raised so we can see where it is, but obviously that will go down flush. And then over to our helm position. So we've got a great big, soft, comfy twin helm there. A couple of very big Garmin screens there. Everything nowadays either electronic or virtual or reset. So there are some buttons, but they're relays to control bits and pieces. We've got a joystick and our throttles over there, and a nice commanding view out over the front. And then neat little touches here, somewhere to put your glasses, your remote controls, bits and bobs down there. There's rather splendid looking wood on it as well. And that's our view back. Rather nice, eh? So let's go down below, because there is a difference between this and some other equivalent size Flybridges, and that's to do with the layout of the cabins. So one would normally expect to turn right and go down to our master, but on this occasion we turn left. So our master is forward. So this used to be the kind of popular layout, then everything went kind of midships, and this is now kind of coming back in favour. Why? Because, well, it doesn't feel in the slightest bit cramped on a boat this size. We've got plenty of beam. There's no kind of pointy bit inhibiting the headboard width, and it's also away from the engine. So if you are running anything, if you're running generators or engines, aircon, pumps, all that kind of stuff, you're so far away from it, it's going to be super quiet in here. big AV little sort of lounger there, and then we've got our ensuite through here. So good size shower stall there, and loo, and we've got some natural light up here as well. So that kind of frosted glass throws some light down here, and always a nice touch. Twin sinks, no arguing. Nobody's making somebody else's sink a mess. And then we've got a big set of glazed wardrobes over here with cupboard space, shelves, safe, and a hanging locker on that side. And then just tucked in behind this door, which we'd shut if we were here, there you go, and we've got this kind of little makeup come office kind of area there. But see how quiet it is when that door's shut, because we're well away from all the activity that's going on astern. Okay, so back into our little atrium. There's the steps that we came down. As I said, ordinarily we'd probably go aft to the master cabin, but on this one, first stop is day heads. So we've got good sized day heads there, accessible to all. And then we have a door here which will take us into our twin. So really good headroom there, good natural light, good sized wardrobe, and easily accessible, as I said there, for the day heads. And then our master is through here. Sorry for the master, our VIP. See, I'm in the habit of talking about full beam masters. So this is our VIP. Cleverly done, so they've sort of offset the bed here, which liberates a little bit more space. And what a nice place to be. Got our TV up there. Got our door here, which will take us through to almost a walk-in wardrobe. Got lots and lots of space there for hanging stuff, and a big mirror on the door. And then this is our VIP bathroom. So we haven't got twin sinks, but we've got a very large shower, practically a bench in there. And then our loo is just behind the door here. There we go. So a little bit different, but I think it works really well. Let us know what you think. Be interested to know if you're happy to give up your midship master. There's your washing machine tucked away in there. And then we've got all our kind of circuit breakers and bits and pieces down there. Excellent. One final area, which is obviously very important on a boat of this size and price, and that's our Flybridge. So let's make our way out and we'll finish up off top. So we'll have a bit of musical interlude. There's a live band here at the show and they're giving it both barrels, but hopefully you can hear me above that sound. Here we are up top. So the world's largest sunbed. There you go. Get a whole football team there. Twin helms, nice big Garmin screen. Again, joystick, all the stuff replicated that we have below. Lovely view out over the bow. And then this particular one has got the option, this T-top. So you can see at the moment the fabric is closed over, but that can slide all the way back, open it right up. And then we've got another lovely seating area here, which links nicely to our outdoor kitchen. We've got our sink and our grill, bit of storage, and yeah, there you go, another fridge. Fantastic. Shut that carefully. So there you go, that's the new Prestige. Let us know what you think. It's a big boat, there's a lot to see. Do you like the master at the bow? Do you want it midship? I think it works really well, but interested to know what you think. Why not subscribe, like, share, tell other people about the channel. Most importantly though, please keep coming back for more. because that's why we do it. So from here at the Southampton International Boat Show, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.